down on your reaction button, just give me a thumbs up if you can see the screen on your reaction button. Keep having to wait, let people in. Okay. All right. So let me go back in slideshow mode here. Okay, so we'll go ahead and begin. What's the matter? No, I know how to change it. Your name is in there.
I'm talking about on the side. You can switch me to color.
Oh, come here. Oh, I'm sorry.
Go to find my name. I go down.
Yeah. Right here. Right here.
Yeah.
And make host. Yeah. Oh, make co-host. Co-host. Sorry. Hold on. Okay, give me 1 second. Okay. All right, we are ready. I'm sorry for the delay. We had a couple technical difficulties, but I think we have them all worked out now. Okay, so my name is Miss Calhoun, and I am the Department Chair for English Language Arts. I want to take this opportunity to welcome you to Clements Middle School. We hope that you will have a wonderful school year. It's our goal today to share some valuable information with you that you will need as you proceed. So welcome, welcome, welcome.
Hello, Team ELA. Meet our English Language Arts teachers. The awesome 6th grade team consists of Miss Mitchell, Miss Calhoun, and Miss Jackson.
The amazing 7th grade team is made of Mr. Hamilton, Miss McCullough, Miss Benton, and Miss Nixon.
And the awesome 8th grade ELA team consists of Miss Clark, Miss Landers, myself, Dr. Brown, and Miss Wolf.
Hey everyone, I'm Mr. Hamilton. So what your kid is going to need specifically for your language arts classes, that's going to vary depending on which teacher they have. So be sure to look at their Canvas pages just to see what they're saying. But as a general rule, each student is going to need 2 small composition books, 1 box of pencils, and please no mechanical pencils or lead-filled pencils, 1 pair of scissors, 2 large glue sticks, 2 packs of Post-it notes, colored pencils, ink pens, 1 pack of highlighters with different colors, a flash drive, 2 zip pouches, note boxes, 1 binder, and a pack of index cards.
I'm excited about this year. The textbooks have been changed. We are now using McGraw-Hill. It's a wonderful series. Students have been assigned at least 3 workbooks, 1 for Unit 1, Unit 2, and 1 for Unit 3, along with a novel. Each class, grade level, has a novel. The student textbooks can be located online. All right, so in order to access these textbooks, please have them go to My Launchpad portal. Please see the Getting Started with Virtual Learning handout. It's posted on our Canvas pages. For those of you who attended and collected your books, your packages, we place them in that as well.
Okay. The Canvas navigation. Each teacher has a Canvas page. And These items are all going to be exclusive for different teachers. These are some very important features that each teacher will have on their respective Canvas pages.
Okay, I'm going to pause for just a moment and pull up my Canvas page, so hold on for just a second. Okay, Ms. Williams. This is an example of a teacher Canvas page. Ms. Williams, are you there?
Yeah, this is an example, and as you can see, it's going to contain some very important and pertinent information. As you can see on the sides, we have like the files and rubrics, quizzes, Infinite Campus. All of these things are going to be very important as we work ourselves through the Canvas this year. Navigate ourselves through the Canvas this year.
Most of the pages also contain the syllabus, the supply list, the expectations, the class expectations, unit overviews, and quick access to the parent portal to Infinite Campus. So all of the teacher pages will have this information on them. Okay, I'm going to stop sharing that page. Start back sharing. PowerPoint slideshow. Okay, let's see. Left on right here. Slideshow. Okay, just 1 second. Okay. Ms. Mitchell. She muted. Is Ms. Mitchell on?
I think she does. Okay. Adding yourself to Canvas, number 1, log into your student's Canvas account, which is newton.instructure.com. Number 2, underneath the NCSS logo, select Account, then select Settings. Number 3, on the right side of the screen, select Pair with Observer. Number 4, copy the code that is given to you. Number 5, log out of your student account, then select Parent as a Canvas user at the top of the page. Number 6, complete the document and you are officially observing your student in Canvas.
And all of these directions can be found on your Getting Started sheet, which was in your brown bag that you picked up from the school if you are learning virtually.
Okay, I'm Miss Wolf, and I'll be talking about English Language Arts competitions. The Newton County School System Literary Day contests are in the areas of writing, poetry, and speaking. The Young Georgia Authors Writing Competition. The purpose of the Young Georgia Authors Writing Competition is to encourage students to develop enthusiasm for and expertise in their writing, to provide a context to celebrate their writing successes, and to recognize student achievement in arts and academics. This prestigious competition has been engaging Georgia students for more than 2 decades and is open to any student enrolled in Georgia Public Schools, grades K through 12. The competition is sponsored by the Georgia Language Arts Supervisors, the GLAS, and the Georgia RESA Network with support from the Georgia Department of Education.
This is our virtual online expectations, which we refer to as SLANT, and this is what teachers expect our students to adhere to. It's distance learning's expectations, and the S is for space for learning. We expect our students to be in a quiet place with their supplies and ready to learn with no distractions. L, look at the screen. That means close all other tabs on your computer, eliminate any distractions like the phone or TV. A, ask questions. Use the chat features that we have listed here, such as raise your hand, thumbs up, that kind of thing. And nod your head. Turn your camera on, ready, and respond by your facial expressions using the thumbs up, chat features to communicate, or you can also use emojis. T, talk to others, volunteer to participate, stay on task, and be prepared to speak. That's our way of being engaged in the lesson.
And so that brings us to say thank you for coming to our session. We're going to, I apologize. We don't have a chat for them to be able to ask questions, but they're into the link. Okay. But it's not showing a chat box at all. So, well, it was set up. It's just, yes. Okay, so I want to bring up the schedule so you'll know where you're going to go next. If you have questions, let me stop sharing so I can see. If you have questions, normally we have a chat box, but it's not on here. So if you have a question that you would like to ask, we'll let a few people, you can unmute your mic and just ask your question, and we'll try to give you the answer.
Ms. Calhoun,
Yes.
this is Miss Blunt. How you doing?
I'm doing fine. How are you?
Nice to see you. My question is, how do I know who my child's teacher is? Are you going to be their teacher again?
No, because your children should be in seventh
grade. Yes, ma'am.
Right. Your child will have one of the 7th grade teachers. We're still working on rosters at this time.
Okay.
So
will the teachers reach out by email so I know who their teachers are?
You will get a schedule that will have the teacher's name and your classes and all that information on it.
Okay. Okay, thank you.
Yes.
And that should be this week because, you know, it is time is.
Yes, ma'am, I understand, but they haven't been etched in stone. They're still trying to get schedules together. We're still trying to get people placed in classes, so it's in progress, but you'll have it prior to the first day of school.
Okay.
Ms. Calhoun, I do believe Ms. Ward did tell the parents they could access their kids' schedules. I thought she said they could do that if they were ready in Infinite Campus.
Okay, okay, I'll take a look. Thank you.
You can go in the link. If it's there, you should be able to get to it from that link.
Okay, thank you.
Hi, good evening. What's the access key or the activation key for Internet Campus for parents?
Okay, there's a portal, and so if you go into your teacher's Canvas page, there is a shortcut portal to Infinite Campus for the parents. You can click right on the portal. There's a link on the teacher's Canvas page.
Okay, and that should not ask me for an access key?
No, it shouldn't. It should take you right to it.
Okay, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
So good evening. I didn't get a package that was specifically prepared for my child. It was just an extra bag. She was just enrolling to the school. So in terms of the instructions that you are referring to that was placed in each bag, how do I get a copy?
We also have that on the teacher's Canvas page. The link, they should have to the instructions. So it should be on their Canvas page as well. But if you want a hard copy, we're having an extra pickup day tomorrow. You can pick up a hard copy if you would like, beginning at 10.
So I tried to log into the Canvas thing while you were going through it, and I'm seeing like her dashboard. It shows period 2, Monday, Wednesday, and then Whaley White's 8th grade English/Tech. So I'm assuming
those are your courses. Those are the courses that the child is enrolled in.
So what about the other classes?
They should appear. If they're not appearing, then it may be a problem, and we may have to, it might be because someone has not published their page, but
Can she check, can she go online, and just check the usual way, go on through the county's, website and just log into your parent portal and just, you should see your schedule.
That's the thing, we can't create a account. It's asking for access key once we go through it from the county website.
Well, maybe the
And I
system is down. Maybe the system is down, Ms. Calhoun.
it may be.
This is a parent. You have to click on a link. There's a link to the right of that says click here or something like that, and it will ask you for your child's birth date and last four of their
Right.
social, and it'll give you the access code.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Thank you. Okay, so what I'm going to share with you now is the sheet that kind of shows you the next class that you will be attending. So if your last name is A through E, then you're here at rotation 1. And your next session would be math. Okay. And so the link, I'll scroll down so you can see the link, but the link, you all have a copy of this, so you just click on your link. Now, if you are F through J, then you're blue here. Just follow your color, okay? And the same, so on and so forth, K through O, follow your color. All right, so that is the end of our session for English Language Arts, and we thank you for joining us. So you may be dismissed on to your next session, which should start at 5:40 in a couple of minutes. Okay. Ms. Benton, we'll wait for a couple of minutes before we let in our next set of parents.
Okay.
Ms. Mitchell, are you on here?
Sometimes her audio doesn't work. Remember when we were in the last meeting?
Oh, okay.
I
Okay.
think that's what happened.
Okay.
Ms. Calhoun, I think I got cut off before I could read all of my little presentation.
Oh, okay. I'll make sure to wait just a few minutes.
Okay, thanks.
Got one more minute and then start letting people in. You can go ahead and start letting them in. Okay.
Hello?
We'll wait just another moment before we begin.
Okay, I was actually the last one I got kicked, and I'm looking at my child's schedule, and it says she has Miss Donna Clark for in room E4 for language art, but I didn't know Miss Donna Clark in the session.
Okay, she's not here today. She's not here today. But so that's the reason why. All right.
Thank you. Y'all have a wonderful day, ladies.
You too.
Bye.
All right. So welcome to our next group of parents. We are so glad to have you, and we hope that you have a wonderful school year. We're going to share some very important information with you at this time. All of this information is important for you to know so that you have a smooth transition into the new school year. So welcome, welcome, welcome.
Go Team ELA. Meet our English language arts teachers. The 6th grade team consists of Ms. Mitchell, Ms. Calhoun, and Ms. Jackson.
Members of the 7th grade team are Mr. Hamilton, Ms. McCullough, Ms. Benton, and Dr. Nixon.
And our 8th grade ELA team consists of Mrs. Clark, Ms. Landers, myself, Dr. Brown, and Mrs. Wolf.
Hey there, my name's Mr. Hamilton, and this is the supply list. Now, what your child is going to need for their language arts class will depend on which teacher they have. So be sure to look at their Canvas page to tell. But as a general rule, they will need 2 small composition books, 1 box of pencils, and please no mechanical pencils or lead-filled pencils, 1 pair of scissors, 2 large glue sticks, 2 packs of Post-it notes, colored pencils, ink pens, a flash drive, a pack of highlighters with different colors, 2 zip pouches, no boxes, 1 2-inch binder, and index cards.
Hi, I'm Dr. Brown, and this year I'm excited. We have adopted a new textbook series by the McGraw-Hill. Students were assigned 3. If you were here and picked up your package, in their package, you should have seen 3 workbooks. 1 for Unit 1, another for Unit 2, and another for Unit 3. They were also issued a class novel. Their English Language Arts textbook can be seen online. In order to view these textbooks, they have to log into My Launchpad portal, and there, just in case they don't know where that is, there is a Getting Started with Virtual Learning checklist that was placed in their little package that they picked up with the books in it. It's also on the teacher's My Canvas page, and it's also, I think it's also online on the county's website.
Hello, I'm Mrs. Williams. This is the Canvas navigation. Each teacher has a Canvas page which contains very important information for both parents and students. Let's navigate an example of teacher Canvas pages. Okay, as you see, this is Miss Calhoun's page, and there are quite a few various features on this page. For example, she has the supply list is on there, that online slant document. There's also, of course, a course syllabus, you know, and one thing that's very important that Ms. Calhoun has that all teachers will have, and that's, of course, class expectations. Okay, and we, also have a list of parent resources, you know, and different things of that nature. And all of these things are going to be included on, most of the teachers will have all of these included on their Canvas pages.
Uh-oh. Hold on 1 second, sorry. Okay, so to add yourself to Canvas, you would log into your student's Canvas account at the newton.instructure.com. Underneath the NCSS logo, select account, then select settings. Uh-oh. Then select settings. On the right-hand side of the screen, select pair with observer. Copy the code that's given to you. Log out of your student account. Then select parent of a Canvas user at the top of the page. Complete the document and you are officially an observer for your student in Canvas. You will be able to observe your child.
Good evening, I'm Ms. Wolf, and I'll be talking to you about English Language Arts competitions. Newton County School System Literary Day contests are in the areas of writing, poetry, and speaking. The Young Georgia Authors Writing Competition. The purpose of the Young Georgia Authors YGA writing competition is to encourage students to develop enthusiasm for and expertise in their writing, to provide a context to celebrate their writing successes, and to recognize student achievement in arts and academics. This prestigious competition has been engaging Georgia students for more than 2 decades and is open to any student currently enrolled in Georgia Public Schools, grades K through 12. The competition is sponsored by the Georgia Language Arts Supervisors, known as the GLAS, and the Georgia RESA Network with support from the Georgia Department of Education.
So virtual online expectations, it's called SLANT. It's distance learning expectations. Stands for space for learning. We're asking students to set up a workspace with supplies, sit at a quiet place, free of distractions. The L stands for look at the screen. Close other tabs on your screen. Eliminate distractions like the phone and TV. A stands for ask questions. Use the chat features to ask, raise your hand. And N stands for nod your head. Turn on your camera, react by facial expressions with the thumbs up. Use chat features such as the emojis. T, talk to others. We expect you to be engaged, volunteering to participate, stay on task, and be prepared to speak.
And so we want to thank you for coming to our English Language Arts presentation. We have a chart that I'm going to stop sharing this, and then the chart so you know where to go next. At this time, we do want to open up for a couple of questions. Normally, we would have you to put them in our chat box, but we don't have a chat box. So if you want to unmute yourself to ask a question, you can. If you have any particular question that you would like to ask, you can unmute yourself by clicking on the little small microphone on the left. And it will unmute you and you can ask a question. Okay, so if there are no questions, what you're looking at is the rotation schedule So this is rotation number 2, U through Z. And so you will follow your color. Your next session will be from 6 to 6:20. You will have math, and then you will go to science, and then social studies, and then connection. Let's see. Social studies, yes, okay. All right, so we thank you for coming, and you may be dismissed to your next session.
Can y'all hear me?
Now we can. Hey, Shay.
Hi, I don't know what's going on with this thing.
Oh,
Okay.
that's okay, honey, because I don't even have a chat box. And I don't know why. I don't know why. Does anybody know why I don't have a chat? Oh, my goodness. Miss Benton, let's wait just a few minutes before we let anybody in.
Ms. Calhoun,
Yes.
for some reason, I think this chat room is functioning like it's what's that thing called? The
Webinar mode.
yeah. Because
well, that's what I was saying. I think they put it in webinar mode, and when you put it in webinar mode, there is no chat box. So that's what it is. But that's okay. We're learning, so we'll we'll get it straight.
is that that Jakari Kai? Is that Miss Mitchell's, or is a parent?
No, that's a parent.
Okay.
I was saying the name wrong, Sharon.
We're gonna wait a few moments before we begin. The next session starts at 6, so we'll wait just a few moments to give everybody time to.
Can y'all hear me?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, we can. I think you got it fixed, Shay.
Okay.
Is everybody okay? Give me a thumbs up if you're okay. Is everybody okay? Okay. Y'all are doing a great job.
I'm ready to go home.
It's all right, Miss Jackson. We'll be done in about an hour.
And I'm gonna put a disclaimer out there. This is Miss Wolf. I was saying,
Miss Wolf, I think we have a parent in here with us.
Yes. That one parent.
I'm feeling good. I could do this for another 3 hours. Longer.
You have a lot of energy.
You must have orange soda.
Of course I do.
I knew it.
No, honestly, I'm looking forward to this Monday. Not this Monday, Tuesday. I think it's gonna be new, but I think it's gonna be really interesting and kind of fun.
Okay, we got one parent on here. So Miss Benton, You can go ahead and let people in from the waiting room, but we're gonna wait until 6 before we actually start, so that's fine.
Ms. Calhoun, remember to have them sign in the chat box.
There is no chat box.
Oh, I see.
There is no chat box. I believe they have us in webinar mode. There's no chat box. And I thought it was me, but I looked back at my settings and I didn't do anything to disable it. It's literally not here. Which we are waiting. We will start at 6 p.m. We got about 3 or 4 minutes. So just bear with us. We'll be with you in just a moment. For those of you that are just coming in, we are waiting until 6 o'clock. We have about 2 or 3 minutes. We're letting people in from the waiting room, so bear with us just a moment. We're going to start in just a couple of moments, about 2 minutes. We'll get started. All right, we'll go ahead and get started. So we want to say welcome to our parents and our students to our open house, virtual open house event. We hope that your school year will be very successful this year. We are using this meeting to give you a lot of valuable information that you will need to know as we approach the beginning of the year. We hope that you would, like I said, just have a wonderful year, and we want to say welcome, welcome, welcome to Clements Middle School.
Go to ELA. Meet our English language arts teachers. The 6th grade team consists of Ms. Mitchell, Ms. Calhoun, and Ms. Jackson.
Members of the 7th grade team are Mr. Hamilton, Ms. McCullough, Ms. Benton, and Dr. Nixon.
And we have our awesome 8th grade team consisting of Ms. Clark, Ms. Landers, myself, Dr. Brown, and Ms. Wolf.
All right, my name is Mr. Hamilton. I'm looking forward to this year. Now, what we have here is a supply list. What your kid is going to need specifically for their language arts classes is going to depend upon who their teacher is. So be sure to look at their Canvas page to see what they say. But as a general rule, they will need 2 small composition books, 1 box of pencils, and please no mechanical pencils or lead-filled pencils, 1 pair of scissors, 2 large glue sticks, 2 packs of Post-it notes, colored pencils, ink pens, 1 pack of highlighters with different colors, a flash drive, 2 zip pouches, no boxes, 1 2-inch binder, and a pack of index cards.
I am Dr. Brown, and this year I'm excited about our new textbook adoption. We are using the McGraw-Hill textbook series, and if you attended last week for the student pickup, you should have received three books. 1 for Unit 1, Unit 2, and the other for Unit 3. These were the student notebooks, the workbooks. The textbook can be found online, and to access the textbook, you have to go through My Launchpad. The information on how to retrieve or how to get into My Launchpad was also sent home in the package. It's a checklist that says, Getting Started with Virtual Learning Checklist. Okay, so if you have not received that handout, it should also be in your, on the student's teacher's Canvas page.
Hi, I'm Miss Williams. We're going to take a moment to do a little Canvas navigation. Each teacher has a Canvas page which contains very important information for both parents and students. Now let's navigate an example of a teacher Canvas page. This is an example of Ms. Calhoun's page. As you can see, it has a lot of information on here. It has very important information like office hours, her contact information, the supply list, the online expectations, class expectations, which are very important. We also have Ms. Calhoun's expectations. We have a course syllabus, and there's just a wealth of information on here. We have getting started with the VL checklist, and also for parents, we have a parent resource documents. So this page is going to contain lots of information, lots of very pertinent information that's going to be able to carry you through the school year.
Adding yourself to Canvas. Log in to your student Canvas account, newton.instructure.com. Underneath the NCSS logo, select Account, and then select Settings. On the right side of the screen, select Pair with Observer. Copy the code that is given to you. Log out of your student's account and then select Parent of Canvas User at the top of the page. Complete the document and you are officially observed your students in Canvas.
English Language Arts competitions. Newton County School System Literacy Day contests are in the areas of writing, poetry, and speaking. Young Georgia Authors Writing Competition. The purpose of the Young Georgia Authors, also known as YGA, writing competition is to encourage students to develop enthusiasm for and expertise in their writing, to provide a context to celebrate their writing successes, and to recognize student achievements in arts and academics. This prestigious competition has been engaging Georgia students for more than 2 decades and is open to any student currently enrolled in Georgia Public Schools, grades K through 12. The competition is sponsored by the Georgia Language Arts Supervisors, also known as the GLAS, and the Georgia RESA Network with the support from the Georgia Department of Education.
Here are our virtual online expectations, which we refer to as SLANT. S is for space for learning. We're asking students to set up space with supplies, sit at a table in a quiet location in your home, free of distractions. The L is look at the screen. Close any other tabs that you may have open on your screen. Eliminate distractions like the phone and TV. A, ask questions. Use chat features to ask questions. Raise your hand. The N, nod your head. Turn on your camera. React by facial expressions. Nod, thumbs up. Use the chat features to communicate with emojis. T, talk to others. To stay engaged, we're asking you to volunteer to participate. Stay on task and be prepared to speak.
So we want to take this time to thank you all for coming, and we hope that you have a wonderful school year. We do want to open up right now if anyone has any questions. Normally we have a chat box, but for some reason we don't have a chat box. But you can unmute yourself to ask any question that you may have at this time.
Do you have a sign-in?
Speak a little louder, I can't.
Do you have a sign-in for this evening's presentation?
Okay, so normally we would have a chat box, but we don't have a chat box. If you have one on your end, you can just type in your first and last name. We'll just have to pull the Zoom report. But if you have a chat box on your end, you can type your first and last name because our chat box has disappeared.
I have a question. Can you hear me?
Yes.
I don't know who the online textbook information I didn't receive, but I was wondering if I go pick up the materials tomorrow between 10 and 12, will it be included in that packet?
Yes, yes, it will.
Okay, thank you.
Mm-hmm. Anyone else have a question? You can just unmute your mic and ask your question. Okay, I'm going to share my screen so that you can see the rotation list of where you go next. So you are, I'm in rotation 3, so you're yellow. So you would go to math next and then science. Okay, that should be your schedule right there. Follow the yellow. All right, and that concludes this session. So you may go ahead and go to your next session unless you have a question for us.
My mom doesn't get any emails.
Okay, so there was a link that was, they had to fill out their information with Newton County. That way, they get access to the announcements that come either to your email or to your phone.
Yeah, she said,
but I'm still not getting emails.
yeah, she's filled it out and she still doesn't get any emails about the school or anything.
Okay, if I'm not mistaken, on the county webpage, there may be a person where you can get technical support on the county webpage.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, bye.
Bye-bye. Parents, if you don't have any questions, you may go ahead and go to your next rotation. Our next session will start at 6:20. So we're just holding and waiting until we get everyone in.
What would that be, session number 4? Is it 4? Or,
oh, who's counting?
I think so.
You're probably right. We have about 5 minutes before we get started. So parents, we're just waiting to let people in from the waiting room. We'll start at approximately 6:20.
Ms. Calhoun, are those participants who haven't gone or new ones that are coming in?
New ones coming in.
Oh, okay.
We'll start at 6:20. We have about 3 minutes before we begin our next section, so just hold on, parents and students. We'll be right with you. We will get started in a couple of minutes. We'll start right at 6:20. Okay, so we want to say welcome to our parents and our students. We are so happy to have you here as we anticipate the beginning of the school year. We have very important information to share with you during this open house. And again, we say welcome, welcome, welcome.
Go Team ELA. Meet our English language arts teachers. The awesome sixth grade team consists of Ms. Mitchell, Ms. Calhoun, and Ms. Jackson.
I'm gonna pause for just a second because we have a lot of people coming in.
The members of the 7th grade team are Mr. Hamilton, Ms. McCullough, Ms. Benton, and Dr. Nixon.
Next, we have the awesome 8th grade teachers. We have myself, Miss Landers, Miss Clark, Dr. Brown, and Miss Wolf.
Hey there, I'm Mr. Hamilton, and this is the supply list. So what your kid is going to need for their language arts class is going to depend upon who their teacher is. So be sure to look at your teacher's Canvas page to see what they say. But as a general rule, each student is going to need 2 small composition books, 1 box of pencils, please no mechanical pencils or lead-filled pencils, 1 pair of scissors, 2 large glue sticks, Post-it notes, 2 packs, colored pencils, ink pens, 1 pack of highlighters with different colors, a flash drive, 2 zip pouches, no boxes, a binder, and a pack of index cards.
Dr. Brown, you're muted. You need to start over.
Hold on.
All right, I'm sorry about that. Okay, I was saying, hi, I'm Dr. Brown, and this year our county has adopted the McGraw-Hill textbook series. Last week we gave out some student books, and among them were 3 workbooks, 1 for Unit 1, another for Unit 2, and the last for Unit 3. If you had not picked up your books, do not worry. We do have, we're giving out some books that were not picked up tomorrow, so you can come along. Miss Calhoun, I think it's what, 10 o'clock in the morning?
Yes.
Okay, so if you didn't come and get your package, don't worry. Come tomorrow at 10. Okay? 10 through 12.
10
Thanks,
through
Ms.
12.
Sanders.
Yes.
Right, 10 through 12, so don't worry. Come in and get your books. All right? The textbooks are available online. All right, these resources are online, so you can always log in to My Launchpad. And there's a Getting Started with Virtual Learning checklist. That checklist will help you. It looks like this. You can see it. For those who picked it up, for those of you who picked up the package, it's in the package already. If not, tomorrow when you come in, it will be in your package. All right, so it's a good place to start to familiarize yourself with how to get online.
Screen froze. Okay, hold on just a second. The screen froze, so let me reshare. There we go.
Hi, I'm Miss Williams. We're going to take a moment to do a little Canvas navigation. Each teacher has a Canvas page which contains very important information for both parents and students. Let's navigate an example of teacher Canvas pages.
Okay, hold on for just a moment. Let me bring up my page.
Okay, as you can see, Ms. Calhoun is sharing her Canvas page with us, and look how happy she is to have us coming back. on the, you can tell by her picture, okay? And she has lots of information on here. She has her office hours. She has her contact information, which is very important. There's also the supply list. There are certain online class expectations, which we've already gone over as slant. We also have Ms. Calhoun's expectations for her particular class. We have a sixth grade syllabus. We have a technology checklist. And then we also have parent resources. There's going to be a parent resource document. So there's a lot of information that you'll be able to find out as you navigate yourselves through the Canvas pages.
And we also have links for your Zoom classes as well, so that all you have to do is just click on the page and it takes you straight to your class.
Adding yourself to Canvas. Log into your student Canvas account, newton.instructure.com. Underneath the NCSS logo, select Account, and then select Settings. On the right side of the screen, select Pair with Observer. Copy the code that is given to you, log out of your student account, and then select Parent of a Canvas User at the top of the page. Complete the document, and you are officially observed your student in Canvas.
Good evening, I'm Ms. Wolf. I'll be speaking to you about Newton County School System Literacy Day Contest. These are competitions and contests in the areas of writing, poetry, and speaking. The Young Georgia Authors Writing Competition. The purpose of the Young Georgia Authors YGA Writing Competition is to encourage students to develop enthusiasm for and expertise in their writing, to provide a context to celebrate their writing successes, and to recognize student achievement in arts and academics. This prestigious competition has been engaging Georgia students for more than 2 decades and is open to any student currently enrolled in the Georgia Public Schools, grades K through 12. The competition is sponsored by the Georgia Language Arts Supervisors, also known as the GLAS, and the Georgia RESA Network, with support from the Georgia Department of Education.
Ms. Jackson, I'm presenting you the virtual online expectations, which is our slant. The S is for space for learning. Set up a workspace with supplies. Sit at a table, quiet place within your location, free of distractions. The L, look at the screen. Close other tabs on the screen and eliminate distractions like the phone and TV. A, ask questions. Use the chat feature to ask questions. Raise your hand. N, nod your head. Turn the camera on, react by facial expressions with a nod, thumbs up, use chat features to communicate with emojis. T, talk to others, a way of being engaged, volunteer to participate, stay on task, and be prepared to speak.
And so parents and students, we definitely want to thank you for coming. We want to open the floor for questions and answers. If you have a question, normally we would ask you to type it in the chat box, but for some reason our chat box is not showing up. So if you have a question, please feel free to unmute your mic and you may ask your question. I'm going to stop sharing my screen so that I can see you. So if anyone has any questions, please feel free. There's a microphone on the bottom left of your screen. You can just click on it. That will unmute you and you can feel free to ask your question. Any questions? If there are no questions, I want to share the rotation schedule with you. So this is rotation 4, So your next class would be math from 6:40 to 7 o'clock. That's where you would go next. You would follow your color. So if you don't have any further questions, you may be dismissed at this time. You have a few minutes before your next class begins. Thank you so much, and we hope that you have a magnificent school year. For those parents that just entered, we'll be starting back up at 6:40. So we're allowing people to come in through the waiting room. We're going to give them a few moments to come in for the next. For those parents that are just joining us, as well as students, we will be starting back at 6:40. We're allowing for our guests to come in through the waiting room before we begin. We have about 3 minutes before we begin our last session. We have about 2 minutes before we begin. We're letting people in through the waiting room, so we're going to start in a couple of moments. All right, we still have a couple of people in the waiting room coming in. We're going to begin in just a moment. All right. So at this time, we want to welcome parents and our students to a new school year. We hope that this open house will provide much information to you, very important information, so that your school year can begin on a good note. Thank you for joining us, and we want to say welcome, welcome, welcome to Clements Middle School.
Go Team ELA. Meet our English language arts teachers. The awesome 6th grade team consists of Miss Mitchell, Miss Calhoun, and Miss Jackson.
Our 7th grade team includes Mr. Hamilton, Miss McCullough, Miss Benton, and Dr. Nixon.
Our fabulous 8th grade team consists of Miss Wolf, Dr. Brown, Miss Landers, and Miss Clark.
All right, my name is Mr. Hamilton. I'm really excited for this year. This is the supply list. Now, what your kid is going to need for their language arts class, that's going to depend upon who their teacher is. So be sure to look at their Canvas page to see what they say. But as a general rule, your kid is going to need 2 small composition books, 1 box of pencils, and please no mechanical pencils or lead-filled pencils, 1 pair of scissors, 2 large glue sticks, Post-it notes, 2 packs, colored pencils, ink pens, 1 pack of different colored highlighters, a flash drive, 2 zip pouches, no boxes, a binder, and a pack of index cards.
Hello everyone, I'm Dr. Brown. And this year, the county has adopted a new textbooks. They're from McGraw-Hill, and most of the resources can be accessed online. If you came in like last week, then you should have received a package. In that package, there were 3 workbooks for students, one for Unit 1, one for Unit 2, and the last one for Unit 3, along with a novel. All the resources can be accessed online. Have the student go through My Launchpad, and if they don't know where that is, they can look in the package or come in tomorrow if you have not received your package between 10 and 12 and collect the package. The package will consist of all the books that they need and some resources. You may be able to see this from a distance, I'm not sure, but this is in the package already for those who collected them. For those who have not, it's in the package for tomorrow. This paper tells the child, as well as the parents, how to go online and access all the books and other resources.
Hi, I'm Miss Williams. We're going to take a moment here to do a little Canvas navigation. Each teacher has a Canvas page which contains very important information for both parents and students. Let's navigate an example of a teacher Canvas page. Miss Williams. Ms. Calhoun is sharing her Canvas page with us, and as you see, there's lots of information on here. For example, she has her office hours. She has a contact email. She also has that supply list for the 6th grade ELA, the online expectations slant, which we've gone over, and also there Ms. Calhoun's expectations exclusively for her particular class. She has her syllabus on here. There's a technology checklist. We have a parent resource document, and also the parent portal to Infinite Campus. And at the very end, there is something very important here, and it is going to be the Zoom class meets, how you will get into your various Zoom classes.
Hello. Hey, this Malachi Griffin's mother. We're looking through his Canvas, and of course,
Hold on 1 minute. We're gonna let you ask questions and answers right at the very end. Hold for 1 moment.
Adding yourself to Canvas, log into your student's Canvas account, newton.instructure.com. Underneath the NCSS logo, select Account, and then select Settings. On the right side of the screen, select Pair with Observer, copy the code, and that is given to you. Log out of your student's account, and then select Parent of a Canvas User at the top of the page.
Hey, how are you?
Complete the document, and you are officially observed your student in Canvas.
You can if you want.
I'm sorry. Hold on a moment, please. Make sure your microphone is muted. It's in the bottom left-hand corner. Just click on it and it will mute you so that we can hear the presentation. Thank you so much. I'm sorry, Ms. Mitchell, go ahead.
Oh, where do you want me to start at? Number 5?
Yeah.
Log out of your student's account and then select Parent of the Canvas User at the top of the page. Complete the document and you are officially observed of your student in Canvas.
Good evening, I'm Miss Wolf. I'll be talking to you about English Language Arts competitions. The one I'm going to focus on is Young Georgia Authors Writing Competition. And to let you know that Newton County School System Literacy Days contests are in the areas of writing, poetry, and speaking. The purpose of the Young Authors YGA writing competition is to encourage students to develop enthusiasm for and expertise in their writing, to provide a context to celebrate their writing successes, and to recognize student achievement in arts and academics. This prestigious competition has been engaging Georgia students for more than 2 decades and is open to any student enrolled in Georgia Public Schools, grades K through 12. The competition is sponsored by the Georgia Language Arts Supervisors, known as GLAS, and the Georgia RESA Network, with support from the Georgia Department of Education.
I'm Ms. Jackson. I'm presenting the virtual online expectations, which is our slant S space for learning. We're asking students to set up in a space with supplies, sit at a table in a quiet location, free of distractions. L, look at the screen. Close all other tabs on your screen. Eliminate distractions like the phone and TV. A, ask questions. Use chat features to ask questions. Raise your hand. N, nod your head. Turn on the camera. React with facial expressions, nod, thumbs up. Use chat features to communicate with emojis. T, talk to others. This is a way of getting engaged. Volunteer to participate, stay on task, and be prepared to speak.
And so we definitely want to thank you for coming to our open house at this time, and we look forward to working with you. We hope that you have a wonderful school year. We hope that this information has been very valuable to you. We want to open up the floor at this time. Normally we would have you to type your questions in the chat box, but because we don't have a chat box for some reason, we're going to just ask you to unmute your microphone and you may ask your question and we will try to answer it. So at this time, if you have questions, you may go ahead and unmute your microphone and ask your question. Does anyone have any questions?
Yes, I was asking about the course Canvas. When he went under his courses, it's still showing his 6th grade classes. This is Malachi Griffin's mother.
Okay, so Malachi is 7th grade this year, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Is he virtual or self-paced or face-to-face? Which one did you select?
He's self-paced.
Okay. So with the self-paced students, they're going to be, they have their own whole program, so they're really not on a page, so to speak, because they're set up totally different.
Okay.
He will get all of his instructions via a program called Edgenuity. So all of that information should be forthcoming to you.
Okay.
Self-paced. Now, are you sure you did not change him to virtual?
No, ma'am. We kept going back and forth when we was picking up his Chromebook, but he said he wanted to stay self-paced, so we
Okay, because I thought I heard
Yes, ma'am.
I thought you all said you were going to change. I didn't know. That's why I asked the question. But so that's great. So he can do everything self-paced. So he'll get all his information, be under a totally different umbrella. So everything will be self-paced. He'll have his own schedule and all of that.
Okay, so just look for an email from a teacher or?
Well, you should get a message through your messenger probably to let you know how to go in and have access to the program, etc.
Okay, thank you.
And it's good to hear from you and to hear from you all again this year.
Hi, I have a question.
Yes.
Okay, we're new to Georgia. We came from Virginia, and they had standards of learning tests at the end of the school year.
Yes, ma'am.
Is that something that is also going to be done virtually here, or how does that work?
Well, here in Georgia, we have what we call the Georgia Milestones test. It's a state standardized test similar to the one that you had in the other state, and we normally give that. We normally give that at the end of the year. Now, as far as how it's going to be administered, if we're face to face by then, you know, it'll be administered in person. If not, the state will have to give us some direction as to how it would be administered, or even if it would be administered. So it's, you know, things are changing as we go along in the school year, but as we get closer to that time, we will have that information. So
Okay.
time will be spent getting the students prepared for that test.
Right. Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. Do we have any other questions? Okay, I'm going to share my screen again so that I can just, well, that's the last, that is the last rotation, so I can unshare. Here we go. Let me just unshare. Already gotten into that mode, but I'll share and then I'll unshare. Stop sharing. Okay, anyone else have any questions for us? We certainly have enjoyed your presence here today, and like I said, we hope that the information was useful and helpful, and we certainly are so very, very excited about educating your child and having us all to participate in that process. So if there are no other questions, feel free. You can be dismissed at this time. And don't forget that for those students who are virtual, we will have a makeup day for picking up your materials here at the school from 10 to 12. And our first day of school, day after Labor Day, Tuesday, September the 8th.
And if they haven't picked up a package, it's available tomorrow between 10 and 12.
Yes, that's what we just said. Yes, yes. All right. See you all. All of our guests may be excused at this time. Thank you for coming.
I like my.
Is it just us? I think it's just us now.
No, we got one more parent.
We have one more? Okay. Ms. Houston, feel free to unmute, to go ahead and be dismissed. Thank you.
I want to thank, first of all, say thank you to each and every one of you all. Although we had some minor hiccups here and there, I think we'll work